There is no doubt that the global fintech sector is evolving at a rapid pace, and cities around the world are competing to becoming the next major hub for financial innovation. Riyadh, with its ambitious Vision 2030, is at the leading role in this transformation. As a testament to this vision, a new event is announced in the kingdom, 24 Fintech, hosted by the Financial Sector Development Program, Saudi Central Bank, Capital Market Authority, Insurance Authority, and co-organized by the Fintech Saudi and Tahaluf. 24 Fintech is more than just a conference. Scheduled from the September 3rd to the September 5th at the Riyadh Front Exhibition and Conference Center, this event will showcase the kingdom's commitment to becoming a global financial technology powerhouse. With an expected attendance of over 25,000 industry professionals, 300 exhibitors, and 200 investors, 24 Fintech will be a melting pot of innovation, networking, and collaboration. Enough from me. To learn more about this event, we have Annabelle Mander, the Senior Vice President of Tahaluf, joining with us. Join me in picking her brain on how this event will be the go-to event for this region. Thank you for joining with us today, Annabelle.
Thank you so much for having me here today.
It's our pleasure. So I just mentioned the 24 Fintech event is a testament for the Vision 2030 of Saudi Arabia. Could you elaborate on the vision and goals behind the event and how it aligns with the Vision 2030?
Of course. So within its first edition, 24 Fintech is set to become an event of national importance. Over the next 2 to 3 years, it's very much set to become a really key global event within the fintech calendar. So it's strategically positioned to rival some of the world's best events. In terms of how it aligns with Vision 2030, all of the events that we operate or that we launch into Saudi Arabia are very much aligned with Saudi Arabia's own strategy. If we look at Saudi Arabia as an economy, it's massive, it's a really exciting place to be. If we consider finance and fintech, that is a huge part of that strategy. So what we're really doing with 24 Fintech is creating an event or creating a movement where we can bring together the entire ecosystem. So from government to policymakers to fintechs to startups to come together to look at how we can accelerate innovation and how we can really support Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. So it's a really exciting project to be working on.
There are multiple fintech events or multiple finance events in this industry and across the region and even across the world. So everyone is looking for unique features. So what sets 24 Fintech apart? What are the unique features or what are the key highlights that we can expect?
Okay, perfect. So 24 Fintech is extremely exciting for multiple reasons. One of the first USPs is the fact that it's backed by the most strategic government entities within Saudi Arabia. So it's hosted by FSDP, the Central Bank of Saudi Arabia, the Capital Markets Authority, and the Insurance Authority. So we have all of the strategic decision makers there and visible on the show floor. In addition to that, we have a very important startup and investor program. This actually begins before the event takes place itself. So on the day prior to the exhibition, we have an initiative called VentureScape. This is going to be a closed-door initiative that brings together around 500 individuals from the startup and investor space. So your venture capitalists, your private equity firms, your family offices, and then the Saudi startup ecosystem. So even before the event takes place, there's mentorship, there's pitch practice, and there's lots of content around investment opportunities. That program then continues to the event itself. So on site, we have 3 days of pitching, and then we're actually giving away $250,000 in equity-free cash prizes. So you've got the government partners, you've got the entire ecosystem when it comes to startups and investors, and then we've got this amazing content running across 3 days.
It sounds very exciting. So another exciting thing that caught my eye was that there is 175 hours of expert-led content. What are the key focuses or what are the key topics and themes that will be covered?
So when we look at the key topics at 24 Fintech, it's really important to consider the Executive Summit. So we'll be looking at regulation, policy, innovation during the 3 days. What's really exciting about this is the local speakers and the international speakers coming in. So locally, we have all of the strategic decision makers contributing. So that's incredible. And then we look at our international faculty, and we've got amazing speakers flying in from all around the world, from the London Stock Exchange, from HSBC, from Barclays, all to add value and contribute to these topics. So it's a really exciting 3 days that we're going to be looking forward to.
With any event like these, the key outcome that is most expected is what it will bring out as transformation to the region.
Yeah.
Since 24th Fintech is taking place in Riyadh, what expectations are you giving to the people of Riyadh, or what the businesses of Riyadh, and how do you think the fintech transformation will take place in Riyadh and the broader region across GCC?
For sure. So 24 Fintech is more than an event. It's there to support the roadmap and the strategy of Saudi Arabia. So we're there to support the local startup community with innovation and investment opportunities. But we're also going to be bringing in all of these international businesses to see how they can collaborate with Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, and the wider region as well. So when we bring together the most influential people in the world, this really helps to facilitate change, and it also helps to support Saudi Arabia on their most strategic objectives. When we consider, fintech or the financial sector, having an event like this really helps to contribute to the economy, and it really helps to accelerate that innovation that we're looking for within this sector. Obviously keeping, regulation in mind. We want to innovate as much as possible, as quickly as possible, but we also have to do that safely. So that's why we're able to bring together the entire ecosystem to evaluate that, from the regulators to the startups to the fintechs, to see how we can map out that roadmap together.
Yeah, so you mentioned how quickly as possible. So your short-term goal would be that, but what's your long-term goal, and what can we expect from you in the future, and how are you planning on building up from this inaugural edition of this?
Yeah, so for the first year, we're going to have a significant impact locally and within the region. We're going to have an attendance of 26,000. So this is very ambitious for the first edition. Looking beyond the first edition, more important to us than scale is the quality and the outcomes. It's not just a place for people to come, network and collaborate. It's actually going to be used as a strategic pillar for business announcements, investment opportunities. Contracts are actually going to be signed on site. So we're really focusing on the outcome and the potential so that there is genuine impact. And that's really important for us.
So on a very personal level, so as the Senior Vice President of Tahaluf, what have been the most rewarding aspect of organizing this event for you?
The most rewarding part of this has definitely been the opportunity to work so closely with the government stakeholders. It's not every day that you get to work so closely with the central bank, the Capital Markets Authority, the Insurance Authority, and FSDP. So that's been a great opportunity to learn with them and to understand more about the ecosystem and the long-term strategies of Saudi Arabia. On a personal level for me, it's been such an amazing opportunity to build the 24 Fintech team. So over the last few months, we've hired a team of over 40 full-time members of staff. And this is bringing in experts from all around the world who have relocated to Riyadh to be part of this incredible journey and to be part of Tahaluf's success story. So on a personal level, I've really enjoyed that part of building the team.
Thank you so much. It sounds like a very exciting event, and I look forward to seeing you on the 3rd of September.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
For more exclusive content on anything technology related, stay tuned to Edge Middle East.